Hey everybody, Jabman025 here. Today I'm taking a look at my 120th Master Grade, the Gundam Fenice Rinascita, whatever. This is an oddball kit for me because this is one of those kits I asked for and never expected to get. I was on a podcast, I was talking about build fighters, talking about how I hated the original Wing Gundam Fenice, and I told them how much I love the Wing Gundam Fenice Rinascita. And said I'd love to see a Master Grade of it. Completely expecting never to see one because it was in about, 2 episodes? But, to my shock and amazement, they made one. Again, Bandai giving me what I asked for, weirdly enough. Let's have a look, see what I got. Starting off, taking a look at the torso. This is obviously a redesign of the original Master Grade Wing Gundam. The original Master Grade Wing Gundam was a Kit of the Year award winner, so this has got a really good base to start off of. But I do like the fact that it hides that really well. This doesn't really look like the Wing Gundam, but you can tell that it is. The head is an excellent sculpt. The colors are really toned down. It isn't really a white, it's much of a light tan, almost a peach color. The green is a really dull green, so I lined this thing with a gray instead of a black lining. There is a lot of lining on this kit to do, though. But the head in particular looks really, really good on this kit. Arms pretty basic, hands with the interchangeable fingers. You can see the weird back part. The elbows are kind of funny on this kit. They kind of bend in odd ways. And the connection to the shoulder is a little loose. It will pop out occasionally. And there's some posing issues. Getting this into a lot of great poses is, I don't want to say difficult, but it ain't the easiest kit. Legs, again, funky knees. This I kind of expected. The wing had kind of some oddball knees on them as well because of the transformation. I do like the detail, though, in the knee and the vents there, on the thrusters on the outside of the leg. Just a really well-detailed kit, especially considering it's mostly a recycle. At least the frame is. Really good ankles on this kit, but you'll never really use them, and I'll tell you why in a second. Can you get this kit standing once it has all the wings on there? Yes, but because the knees are weak, it ain't going to last very long. The wings do separate and have some parts that will twist and turn, but you can see, yeah, he's insanely back heavy, and the weak knees do not help that matter. So yeah, he's going to be leaning it up unless you get him airborne. Accessories, a gigantic shield. This is a beast of a shield. It is essentially the Wing Gundam shield on steroids, but it is so much bigger. It's wider, it's longer, it's got more stuff on it. It's just kind of crazy. Like the wing shield, though, it does have a part in the center that you can open up, and there is a beam saber in there. And yes, they give you one red blade. The beam cloak hooks onto either side of the shoulder armor in 3 different pieces that hook into this one central piece. That one central piece hooks into this part here in the shoulder. And you get 2 of them, of course, and they look really nice. The beam gun is essentially just the Wing Gundam beam rifle with some extra stuff added on. And a lower part, and has this beam saber attachment or beam dagger attachment or whatever it is. But you can remove it and just use the standard beam rifle if you so desire. And this part can be separated into a little beam dagger holder and a little Uzi submachine gun that I guess he stole off Sandrock. They also give you an action base. Now, an action stand, an actual action base. But this isn't the action base we've all been used to. This is a new one. Basically, all this does is it eliminates the screws, and everything is on latches. There's a latch for the sliding mechanism there, along with teeth running through it. There's a latch back here for the extension of the frame itself, and you can see the teeth in there to hook into. And just latch it shut, and it will hold it up. And there is also a latch here This latch allows you to twist this back and forth. On the other action bases, there would be a screw that you have to tighten to hold it in place. Here is a latch. This is a double-edged sword. It's a lot easier than the screw, but it doesn't give you quite as much range of motion as the one before. Plus, the grid layout, the way they have these laid out on the action base, does hamper things in terms of posability, but not a lot. One thing, though, is that little square they always give you. Occasionally I would use that on action bases. Most of the time not. There's no real point to use it now because of the new grid layout. But once he's in the air, any pose you want, anything you want, go for it. Like the wing Gundam before, it holds up that beam rifle just fine, even with that extra stuff. Holds up that gigantic shield just fine, but posing with it's nearly impossible. It's so huge. And the beam cloak hooks right into that latch and has a nice little click once you have it in there, and it looks great. But once he's in the air, all problems are solved. Like I said, balance on the ground is terrible, but they give you an action base. Not an action stand, an action base. Decals, I went and decaled them. Some nice decals on the wings, on the shoulders, on the shield. Maybe some little pinstriping here and there. Nice, nothing spectacular, but good. But my favorite part of this kit is what happens when you put it under a black light. I was wondering what would happen on that beam cloak. This is what happens. The whole thing lights up like a Roman candle, and honestly this video doesn't do it justice. It looks amazing. This looks better than the unicorn under a black light. Yes, I said it. Better than the unicorn, better than the Banshee. That black light on this thing glows in such a thin material. It almost looks like I plugged it up or something. It really does look amazing under a black light for this particular kit. Does transform into the bird mode, and this time it actually does look like a bird. Those little things on the forearm that look like eagle talons, well, they are eagle talons. It's just a matter of transforming is moving the knees into a different position, flipping the arms around, turning the head around, and putting the shield on the back. It's a very simple transformation. Anyone who's done the wing is pretty much the exact same thing. But it does kind of give a bird look to it. But this is how I'm going to have him posed in my collection. The rifle hanging there, I'm just going to have his hand out. Not that there's anything wrong with the shield, but it's so friggin' huge. There's not a ton you can do with it. But I'm definitely going to have those cloaks on. But here you see the shield. It's almost as tall as the Gundam. It's so huge. It's mainly for the transformation to make it look good, which it really does. But posing with it, it's so gargantuan, it's tricky at best. But as you can see, wow, with the black light, that really does look amazing. Almost kind of makes me wish I could just show this in black light all the time. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful kit. And with the black light, it just turns that up to 11. This is an excellent kit for looks. Final thoughts on this kit. Quite frankly, when I started this kit, I think there is no way this is even going to be close to Kit of the Year contender. And I had to debate. I had to say, hey, this is an excellent kit. Is this a Kit of the Year contender? Because of balance issues and other factors, and the fact that it already is a remold of another Kit of the Year, I can't give it top-notch over Yakushiki. But wow, this was closer than I expected. Because it's a recycle kit, it knocks it. Can a recycle kit win Kit of the Year? Yes. But considering the Yakushiki was all new, I can't really knock it down. But still, this is a great kit. Master Grade Wing Gundam was a Kit of the Year award winner. This is based off it. It's great. Got a cool look. Neat design. Neat accessories. Pick it up if you like it. And boy, does that look cool. Just saying. Well, gang, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. Hope you found it informative. If you have any questions, please ask them. I will answer them as best as I can. Please stay tuned for more. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and one more thing. Hello, ladies. What do you mean ladies don't watch my videos? Of course they do. See, I got stats to prove it. See, 4.2% of my viewers are ladies. That's got to be what? 20, 25 ladies? Come on.